I was in pursuit of a man, to win the respect of a man whose daughter I loved. We loved each other, but her father didn't want us to be together. I still remember our last conversation with him, in which he told me once again all the reasons why he thinks we're not a good fit, and how our families will not get along together. In that conversation, he told me, in Russian, "Mark, у тебя никогда ничего не получится." Which is translated, "Mark, you will never be able to make it happen." I paused. I had no strength to continue to reason with the man, nor desire to do so. These words laid heavy upon me. They crushed my dreams because they came from a man whom I respected despite his unreasonable expectations. See, if these words were spoken to me by a stranger on the street, they wouldn't bother me. I wouldn't like them, but they would not hurt me. Stick and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me is a lie. A person may recover from broken bones, serious injury, and years pass, forget about the pain. But words of hate and anger hurt us deeply and remain in us for a long time. Many of us have been hurt by words. No doubt some of you hurt others with your words. And what are the results? Loss of intimacy in relationship, maybe loss of relationship altogether. Loss of trust. You don't trust your loved one or a friend. Loss of self-respect, pain, and heartache. This morning, I want you to pause and consider with me how the words we use impact the lives of others, especially the negative words. I have 3 points to make. First one is words can affect a person's psyche. Words are really powerful. With words we bless, and with words we curse. With words we make war and make peace. With words we build somebody up and bring somebody down. With words we love, and with words we hate. I want to share you another scenario from author Paul David Tripp, which is taken from his book in 2001, Word of Words. See if you can relate. We drove through Philadelphia in silence. Finally, we had a night out with each other, yet we drove along with neither of us saying anything. It wasn't supposed to be this way. The silence was defining, and it seemed to last 4 hours. Even though it was actually only a few minutes, in our heads we're both playing the videotape of what happened earlier, nursing our hurt, reaffirming our innocence. Fortunately, it wasn't long before the silence was broken, forgiveness was sought and received, and we're once again enjoying rather than tolerating each other's company. It all started so innocently and so typically. Both of us were at the end of a long Friday and the end of a long week. Both of us had our own agenda for the evening and our own set of expectations for the other person. Both of us were demanding rather than serving, thus quickly hurt when the other rejected our ideas for the evening. Finally, both of us spoke out of that hurt. We accused rather than listened, we criticized rather than looked at ourselves. Each of us gave up on the other and slid into a cocoon of our own hurt and anger. Comedian Groucho Marx in June 1954, in a newspaper column said, "If you speak when angry, you'll make the best speech you ever regret." And we all can relate to that. We wish we held some words back, but they're out, and we made a mess. Second point is that we need to choose our words wisely. Consider the impact you'll make on the other person when you say negative words or words of anger. King Solomon said in Proverbs 18:21, "Death and life are in the power of a tongue." That's really powerful. It's almost saying that we almost never say a neutral word. Our words have direction to them. Either we're giving words of life to the person or words of death. In 1994, doctor of alternative medicine Masaru Emoto performed experiments on water in which he took a drop of water, spoke different words to it, and then took those drops of water into a microscope, and amazing images came up. And I want to show you some of that work that he did. This is his work. This is a drop of water that words that said, "You are a fool. You disgust me." This is a recorded speech of Martin Luther King. Love and gratitude, peace, and a thank you. Beautiful images, and also one of the couple of first ones were really not pleasant to the eyesight. He later published that in a book in 2005. Now consider the fact that medics tell us that we're made of 70% of water. So yes, that's why words affect us. Mostly we're made up out of water, and you see what happens to the water when you speak to it. The last point is action. Starting today, I want to encourage you to make a vow to remember that your words have power when you say that. They really do matter. Words give life, words bring death. I want you to make a wise choice which words you will use. Share this my little research with your friends and family, especially this Mother's Day weekend. I hope you will speak words of encouragement and appreciation rather than words of hate and anger. In conclusion, I was never able to live up to the expectation of a man who hurt me deeply. I did not marry his daughter. Words of pain can hurt us. They cannot be forgotten, but they can be forgiven. So I chose to forgive.